And it's the first time, though, with the reboot of Shop HQ that we've had this brand back, and it's going to be TechnoMarine. It's actually a part of the Invicta Watch Group. It has been for about 10 years, a really cool, dynamic, and exciting brand that has worldwide notoriety. Well, let's get into it. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope that you are staying warm. In Minnesota, it's going to get really cold tomorrow, and then I believe for a lot of the nation too, and others of you are already in the midst of a snowstorm. So bundle up, enjoy the live stream here, and be sure to check out Shop HQ. There are things going on all of the time. So in terms of watches, in terms of other products that are available, so you just definitely want to stay tuned. Sign up for texts through Shop HQ and find out what's going on. Get the emails. Make sure to follow also Shop HQ on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I think Twitter too, or X, everything else out there. So, and be sure to follow me. If you're not, I am Invicta Ryan, actually on Facebook, and on Instagram, it is the.ryan.code, the Ryan code. So would love to see your follow if you aren't following me already on either one of those platforms. Okay, just as we start out with every Watch Wednesday and also the Sunday windup, which a lot of you enjoyed last week. Thank you so much for being a part of that. We just got some housekeeping items here. So we have, as I mentioned before, we have TechnoMarine, and we also have a watch code, which is WatchWed20, WatchWed20. So WATCHWED 20, and that will get you 20% off any watch order, $99 or more. It could be TechnoMarine, could be Invicta, could be Duxo, Shield, which I did last week, which was amazing, super cool last Wednesday, great brand. And also there is a messaging here that's going on for TechnoMarine. If you want to take part in their Shop HQ's buy one, get one event, you can add something new to your collection. So you can clear the warehouse. When you buy one, you get one for 40% off site wide. Some exclusions do apply, but definitely check that out. So, all right. Well, we're going to start the first. Here, let's just see who's jumped on board. I might need my glasses here really quick. Looks like Mike is here. Godfather is here. Christopher White, good to see you again. Bob Cohen, nice to see you. Bob has been joining. So thank you so much, everybody, for being a part here of the live stream. All right, we're going to start off with the ladies' watch, and it's a 36 millimeter. It's the Coral Legacy. This particular variation is actually going to be a bracelet version. I'm going to have a strap version coming up next. So if you like straps better, you can go just check out the next option. Otherwise, bracelets, check this out here. So what we have is a 36 millimeter. There are 10 different color options. So there are a lot of different color options that are available here. This is a silver tone turquoise. And so you'll be able to see that beautiful turquoise dial on the inside of the timepiece. Now the regular price is $500 from MSRP. Shop HQ brought it down to $179.99. If you use that coupon code WatchWed20, save another 20% off, bring this down to about $144. So here we go. We have a quartz movement from Time Module Inc. on the inside. It's a 3-hand movement. You'll be able to see those 3 different hands, and then actually the date window down at that 6 o'clock position on the inside of the watch. As I mentioned before, this is a bracelet version. So it's all that stainless steel that you get for the watch. Notice too, the bracelet is actually tapering down a little bit. And it almost looks like coats of armor with how this design has been done here in terms of the bracelet. I think it's a multi-layer in a sense. I think that's a really, really slick design here when it comes to the bracelet of the timepiece. The bracelet is going to be 22 millimeters and then taper down to about that 18 millimeters. Size of the case, 36 millimeters. So it's just slightly under the kind of the lower side of that modern lady size, a little bit more of a classic size that you're getting with this timepiece. And the case thickness is under ½ inch. That's about 10 millimeters here, just in the profile coming up off the wrist. Notice too, you have a little sort of bezel that's stationary here, that's going under, like a 2-layer bezel that's done in that polycarbonate that's matching the color on the inside of the dial for the rehat and also then for the dial. Mineral crystal is going to protect with the hardness here for the actual dial. And with 100 meters of water resistance, you can take this watch in the water all day long if you want to, no problem whatsoever. And this watch will fit wrist sizes all the way up to about 7 3/4 of an inch. So beautiful design. There are, let me just go through the different colors. As I mentioned, there are 10 different color options. I'll just, in a sense, rip through those real quick. So it looks as though there is a gold tone turquoise, silver pink, silver turquoise, which is what I have. There's just an all silver tone monochromatic, more of a white dial on that. Rose with an olive, which is definitely probably the most unique color options available. Then there is a gold silver, which has that white dial. There is that all gold tone, a gold tone pink, which is pretty hot. Actually, the next watch too is actually going to be pink. And then there's a gold tone black, or gold tone olive, excuse me. And finally, a gold tone turquoise, which is just like this, but plated in that 18 karat gold. So beautiful timepiece here. There's a 2-year warranty that goes along, or 3-year warranty, excuse me, that goes along with the timepiece straight out of the box. So beautiful timepiece here at that 36 millimeter. TechnoMarine is a brand that's just all about, that active sport luxury lifestyle. And if you notice right here, I'll show you the logo. The logo is right up there at the top of the timepiece. It almost looks like a bit of an altered letter M, but it's actually a shark tooth, which I think plays well because it's part of the lifestyle of TechnoMarine, actually being that marine portion is being around the ocean and the water, of course, then the shark tooth. Okay, let's see about any comments here. We have Godfather, we have Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Invicta Claus, aka Invicta Claus. Jesse, hi, Jesse. John, thank you for being here. Mike, Godfather, and Tim Shaw. Mentioned you before, Christopher White. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this live stream here tonight. Okay, we're going to go into the second watch. It's basically the same thing as the first timepiece here, the Coral Legacy. And here's the first timepiece here. It's on a bracelet, as I mentioned before. So we have the same case design, but we're just changing out what's going to wrap around your wrist. And so what we have here is just that silicone strap. So price on this watch typically is $495. Shop HQ brought it down to $179.97, which, take that 20% off of that coupon code, that watch WED20, will bring the watch down to $144, $143.99, right around there. So penny here, penny there. The timepiece. All the dimensions are still the same here for this watch, but look at this. You have this completely fully integrated strap with the TechnoMarine logo here. Okay, there's no gap at all here with the watch. I mean, it is solid on there. You get the wave pattern also just on the back of the strap here, which again plays into TechnoMarine. Here's that logo one more time. You can maybe see it a little bit better there, that shark logo. And then a highly polished case back that you can see along right here. It's a little bit more, it looks a little bit like a, just looking at it, a little bit of a tonneau shape, but it's almost octagonal in a different kind of way. You can see there's basically 1, 2, 3 sides, and then you have your fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way around. Same movement is on the inside. For this variation on the strap version, there's just one color option. I think there's maybe another color option on the website, but that is, I think it might be a blue or turquoise, but it's not associated with this actual number here, or this particular item number. This watch on the strap variation is going to fit wrist sizes up to, let me just double check, anywhere from 6 inches up to 8 inches. And you don't have to work with the bracelet and adjust anything. You can just immediately put that watch on the wrist. You're good to go. And I'll just put it on my wrist just for sakes of for you to see what it looks like. I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. So yeah, that plays out to about an 8 inch wrist with the extra strap right here. Just put this on so you can see what it would look like on a wrist size that would be 7 inches or under. Lightweight too, easy to wear. And who doesn't love the color pink? Yeah. Now, beautiful timepiece. Here, bracelet version or the silicone strap version. Both are beautiful. All right, we are going to move on. Let me see if there are any questions. Nice timepieces for the ladies. T. White says, good evening, Ryan. Hi, Jerry. I'm assuming that's my brother from another mother, Jerry Jones in Illinois. Bob is commenting again. Godfather and Victor Claus. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. And remember to tell your friends, tell your, if you are involved in any groups with on Facebook for Invicta or other watches out there, be sure to tell them about this live stream that we have going on. It's typically right now, we're doing Sundays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to tune in on those nights. Where every now and then we might skip one of those days. Just really sort of depends on my schedule here. But for the most part, I think you can look forward to seeing me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, we're going to move on to the third watch. Now, this is going to be a little bit bigger timepiece here. So we're saying it's 44 millimeters. I measured it. It's a little bit larger. Just double check here again. So yeah, we're looking at 46, 47 millimeters on this next watch. And so it's the Manta Ocean. And so TechnoMarine, yet again, you can see this version completely just drenched, plated in that 18 karat gold here for this watch. Now the price typically is $300. Sale price is $139.99, but if you use that coupon code, that watch WED, WATCHWED 20, they'll bring the watch from that $139.99 down to about $111.99. I think that is the least expensive watch in the show. So let's go through the timepiece here. Like I said, it's about 47, 48 millimeters in the overall case diameter. Now the thing is, the movement on this watch, I wanted to explain this for a quick second here. The movement on this timepiece is actually time module, the VD38. I only got a chance to actually work with this movement a couple of times, or present this movement. And so what it is, I'm getting out my pointer here, see if this works. So what this movement is, it's dual time. And so if you look right down here at that 6 o'clock position, those are going to be your minutes. So that's your minutes for your dual time. And the minutes are also geared up with the minutes here for your main time, or time zone 1, your main time. Second time zone would be amongst these 3 different dials. Now the second, at the 9 o'clock position, that is going to be your 12-hour indicator. So you can adjust that to whatever hour you want that to be. And then your AM PM indicator, your 24-hour indicator at the top. So if I press the bottom button, you'll see right down here, this will rotate 5 different times forward. So you're just going to advance an hour. So if you want to advance 1 hour from now, let me just see what time it's at. So we're looking, excuse me, I just have to use my glasses here. So right now the time is showing 2, yeah, so it's 2 a.m. It's about 2:14 a.m. If you want to adjust, so 14 here, this is 2. You can tell it's the 2 a.m. because if you look up here, we're 2 hours past 24. So if I hit this bottom button, you'll see the lower where the minutes are, it'll advance 5 times around, which will advance your hour here and hour here 1 hour forward. So watch this. Here we go. See how everything's just starting to move just slightly? That's how you move forward an hour. Can move forward another hour. I think it would be up to about 4:15. However, if you want to go back an hour, you don't have to hit 23 different times down here. You can just hit the back button, which is the top function pusher, at 2 o'clock. And then you go in reverse, and you go reverse, or you go back an hour. Back 1 more hour, 5 times around at the bottom, but it still lines up and gears up with the main time for the minutes, which I think is pretty cool. And so now everything has gone back to where it was before. So pretty cool. All right, so we have this it's quartz movement from Time Module Inc. Like I said, I've only used this, had a chance to present this movement a couple of times before, so I think it's great. We have the band, the bracelet is going to be, again, plated in 18 karat gold, And I think there are 4 different color options, as I mentioned. So $139.99 coupon code WatchWed20 brings it down to $111.99. A couple other things here that you'll see on the inside is that we have cases 46 millimeters by about 13.5 millimeters. So it is just slightly over than that 1/2 inch profile mark. Wrist sizes fits all the way up to about 8 3/4. Water resistance 100 meters, and you have that mineral crystal here for the watch. So put the watch on my wrist. What I like here is you have the push button, point closure, really easy on and off. Oh, I forgot the sticker. There we go. Here's what the watch looks like on my wrist. As I mentioned before, about up to an 8 3/4 inch wrist size. So generous bracelet on this timepiece, and yeah, you're looking right at about that 46 millimeter here for the watch. You want some attention with all that 18 karat gold that Invicta's plated on this timepiece, or the Invicta Watch Group. Yeah, it's going to look really sharp, and this is the most affordable watch of the show. So again, make sure to check that out. All right, let me just check. We have Melody. Thank you. I think that's how I say it. Jerry is still here. Stephen, thank you. Thank you for being here, Stephen. Appreciate it. And Victor Claus here. T. White. T. White. Yeah, I think that's Tony White. It's been a minute, brother. All right. Well, we're going to go to the final timepiece here. And this is, I think it's my favorite. So we're looking at a 48 millimeter Manta, and this is on a silicone strap. There are 6 different color choices. And yeah, this is cool. This is a really cool watch. So we'll go through it here. Oh, I forgot the sticker. Okay. What we have is TechnoMarine's Manta. So it's a 48 millimeter. You can see right away, you can see all the dial. The dial has that TechnoMarine logo on the inside. And it's 2 different sizes and going both upwards, or right side up and upside down here, alternating on the inside. Now, the regular price of this watch is $425. Shop HU brought it down to $174.99. That's before the coupon code. Use that coupon code WatchWed20. We'll bring the watch down another 20% down to $139.99. Movement on the inside from Time Module Inc. It's a 3-hand movement, PC32. And so that movement is going to give you just your hour, minute, and second hand, and then a little date window, which is at that 4 o'clock position. But notice, typically, the movement is, or the for the PC32, you would find the date window being at the 3 o'clock position, right where the crown is. But look at, the crown is actually offset to the 4 o'clock position. That's why then the date window is at that position also. And the reason why we have offset the crown to a 4 o'clock position is right here. One of my favorite features of the watch is that there's a plate there. And so that plate actually designates, it's a screw down plate, and designates the 200 meters of water resistance here for this watch. Guess what? Turn the watch around 180 degrees off to the other side. You're going to see then too, Manta right here, that particular collection with the screw down plate off then to the west side of the case. I like the fully integrated strap yet again that has been custom molded to go through for the timepiece. You can see TechnoMarine is on one side. On the back, you're getting then that wave pattern yet again here for the strap. And speaking of the strap, it's 32 millimeters. It'll taper down to about that 28 millimeters, and will fit wrist sizes anywhere from 6 3/4 up to 9 1/4. So wide. Let me just double check that. 9 1/4. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I was correct on that. I thought it wasn't quite that. I could be wrong. Nope, it is 9 1/4. Nope, it would be, yeah, 9 1/4. So you can see right here, it's the line right here, and you have to go up, and so it's 9 1/4. So Tony White, this watch could be yours. I know you have a 9-inch wrist. I remember numbers pretty well. Okay, So 200 meters of water resistance is the only watch here of the live stream that actually is 200 meters of water resistance. The other 3 watches are actually 100 meters of water resistance. So you have that extra integrity here that goes along with the build of the watch. Love the silicone strap that's a part of the timepiece also. And the different colors, let me just check it out really quick. There are 6 different color options for this 48 millimeter Manta, and those color options are, 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're looking at, there's a gold black, there is a gunmetal silver, which is pretty hot. There is a gold white, which has a white silicone strap. There is a rose white, so that's going to be a rose tone dial, rose tone bezel, and then that white strap. And look at that too right here. The logo is actually done in that same color. That's pretty cool. Okay, then we do have the rose tone white. There is an olive, which is pretty nice. Check that out. And then the final one is the gold tone black. So put this watch on my wrist so you can see what it looks like. Melody. Oh, I did pronounce a name. Okay, very cool. I like your name, Melody. I've never seen it spelled like that. My oldest daughter, her name is Madeline, and decided to spell it a little bit not traditional. It's Madalyn, so a little bit of that same sort of take that you have. So, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Love the presentations. All right, here's what the watch looks like. So check that out yet again. This is my favorite watch of the show right here. Really, really liking that extra strap. I am on that second notch. I could probably go down that first notch. I do have some gap right here. I could probably go there. Yeah. All right. Beautiful timepiece. Okay, for those of you real quick that just tuned in towards the end, the housekeeping items here of the show are Watch WED 20 will get you 20% off any watch on Shop HQ currently, and that goes that has to be an order of $99 or more. Now you could do a couple different watches, or you could just have one particular watch. It's over that $99, and that will actually work. Follow Shop HQ on all social media. That is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and sign up for their texts, their emails that come out, so you can know what's happening here and you can start shopping and get ahead of everybody else here. Follow me on social media. That's Invicta Ryan on Facebook, and also on Instagram, it is the Ryan Code, the.ryan.code. Love to be able to get those follows here tonight if you are not following. And let's see, anything else? There was one more thing I was going to... check out actually my Instagram and Facebook page after the live stream here. Give me a few minutes. I'll do a couple little posts on my stories. You definitely want to see those. So I'm going to head out, have a little bit of dinner here. I'm going to cook up. Everybody stay warm, stay safe here with the impending cold weather and also the big snowstorms that are coming along. And check me out this coming Sunday, which is going to be, the date is Wednesday, so that will be the 28th, 27th, 26th, 25th? 25th, I think. The 25th, 26th, 25th on Sunday at 7 p.m. here. And I'll have another live stream coming. If you have some questions, you can feel free to reach out to me at on my social media. Would love to be able to answer questions you have. So take care. Really appreciate each and every one of you tuning in here tonight. And enjoy your evenings and stay warm.